start by extending my welcome for all our guests and partners on the occasion of signing agreement between Gas Masr and our partner from George Fisher, both sides in Emirates,
Yes.
and the
Switzerland.
main head office in Switzerland. We said this is going to be a good start for a good business model, achieving the result that we were looking for. I know that we have a big market for for this pipeline.
المصنع بتاعنا بيستهدف 18,000 طن.
Okay. So you have almost, according to what you explained, initially you're going to be able to cover like 60% of the needs. So we have the market, and it's good that we have a plan. We need to put some sort of fast-tracking plan to start the factory. And I was also investigating with the raw material for the pipeline manufacture. We need to work on that. So sooner or later to cover that from our production local market. I was talking to my colleagues. We have Ecam and some other private companies that are producing the polymer here, and we need to work on that. Anyway, I'm not going to talk a lot. We're just signing the beginning of this cooperation. Then we'll be following how the things are progressing. Naturally, I'll be on top of Gas Masr to see what I need to see result. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we get started, I would like to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation to Engineer Osama Al-Bakli, the chairman of eGaz, for kindly giving us this great opportunity to sign the establishment contract of our new company, EGIFCO, under the patronage of His Excellency, Mr. Joost Gigant, President of George Fisher Piping Systems, Mr. Richard Nakhla, Chairman of George Fisher Chorus Limited. Ladies and gentlemen, in the beginning I would like to extend a special, very warm welcome to each and every one of you. Thank you very much for your presence. It's indeed a great pleasure and privilege to me to be here with you as a witness and a partner of such a great event, signing the establishment contract of EGIPCO, Egypt Gas, George Fisher Chorus new company for gas and water plastic piping systems and fabricated fitting production. Actually, establishing EGIPCO is a great and important step for all of us, since Egypt has great investment opportunities in general, and the most important of it is the establishment of many new cities and residential communities, including huge networks of utilities. Whereas the Egyptian Ministry of Petroleum, with its long-standing companies, including Egypt Gas, contribute a lot in establishment of these networks. Consequently, the idea of Egypt Gas collaboration in this partnership was born, with George Fisher, the owner of one of the most remarkable brands in the world, and also the owner of very advanced technologies in the field of plastic pipes and the fitting manufacturers, as well as Chorus company with its very long history in the manufacture of plastic piping systems. Since February 2019, and for 9 months, our teams contributed all their sincere effort to reach this moment. Through very long, fruitful deliberation, market demand exploring, technical and economical visibility studies, and contract conditions. Actually, tens of questions was answered during these few months. And today, I would like to congratulate each one of the 3 teams. Thank you very much for your understanding, for your patience, and valuable effort. It's greatly appreciated. I also would like to highlight that We are challenged to move forward within these few months from preparation phase to physical company establishment and real production. This is an authentic obligation, and all of us recognize that. So by working together, we can achieve the aimed goal according to the time schedule. Finally, before I hand over to Mr. Joost, I want to say once more, I am extremely proud of the achieved result till now, and I ratify that all this result would not have been possible without the great support of His Excellency Engineer Tariq Al-Mullah, Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources of Egypt. I wish all luck and success for all of us in the next execution steps. Thank you very much.
I must say I'm very excited that GF, for the first time, is really entering Egypt. It's not only entering Egypt, which is a big and promising market for us, so we do that really with full conviction. It's also our first real foothold in Africa. It's not a production foothold yet, so I completely agree with what you said. We would not have done this without the right partners. Yes, it took a moment, but we are fully convinced that with Egypt Gas, with Flores, with the support of EGAS, we have the right partners for this challenging and exciting program. I think this is very, very important for us. I trust that we jointly can make an important contribution to Egypt, to its gas network development, but also to everybody's everyday life. Because bringing gas to the people of Egypt is, I think, a very honorable objective, and we're proud to support Egypt in that. Let me spend one word about partnership. GF is 217 years old now, and partnerships and long-term partnerships are an important part of our values. It is, I think it's highlighted by a couple of facts. Our relationship with our partners from Hepburn goes back more than 40 years. I think it was more than 25 years ago that we delivered the first products to Egypt Gas. And we also have a joint venture in China, which we now have for more than 17 years, and which during that time is 17 times the size that it was when we founded it. Today it is $800 million in cents. So we believe in the value of long-term relationships. We accept that long-term relationships need to be nurtured. Sometimes there are also difficult times, but I think open dialogue and constructive discussions are the best way to live in these long-term relationships. I think this project so far was a success, but as I already said to my colleagues this morning, this project so far I'm not so much interested in. I'm very interested in the project which is starting as of today. But with what I have said before, I think with having the right partners around the table, with sharing the same values, with basically the fundament that we have established, fundament of trust and open dialogue, we have everything to be successful. Now we need to speed up. I fully support you and make sure that we get operations in place as soon as possible. Thank you very much for the invitation today. I was very excited to come, and I think it's a great opportunity. And I wish all of us the success that we are aspiring. And I look very much forward to the inauguration of the plant, ideally in 2020. If not possible, in early 2021. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much for hosting this event today. It was our pleasure to come here for this ceremony. So first of all, I would like to thank EGAS and the Board of Directors of EGAS and Mr. Usman Bakri for giving us the chance to make this joint venture with Egypt, with the EGAS and GF, which I think represent a remarkable approach to the Egyptian market. So thanks to you and your team, this can happen. I would like as well to thank Mr. Wael, the chairman of Egypt Gas, his team, his project team, the whole team, Mr. Sham, Mr. Hassanin, all the team for their great effort, great help and support. We spent 6, 7 months, 8 months working together, negotiating, and now we are moving from negotiation to execution. Earlier we were 2 teams working in every meeting, everyone wants to achieve the best. Today we are one team to go to execute this project and make it successful. So I thank Mr. Wael and the board of directors of EGAS who were convinced and supported the project day one. I remember the first approach to this project started in June 2018 in Schaffhausen in Switzerland. We presented a business case in the board of directors of GF College, telling them we have a chance to do a project in Egypt and our partner should be Egypt Gas. And then we took it from there, we worked together and then we signed an MOU in February, March 2019. Then we start working together as one team. So today the dream came true. And this is the start of a successful story. So I believe now it's time to go build the factory fast, build the operation, because we believe, we trust that the 3 partners who are market leaders, GF is the global market leader in polyethylene and in plastic systems. EGAS is a market leader locally and international level in terms of networking and installation, and Corys and Herpos are market leader in manufacturing of plastic material in the region here in the Middle East. So when we have 3 leaders joining together, we should be the market leader as well. So our task is to become the market leader in pipe and fitting in this country, in Egypt, where we believe there is a big opportunity for success. On behalf of our CEO, Mr. Mohammed Rafah Hussein, I do apologize that he is supposed to come today, but due to an emergency issue, personal, he was not able to come. So on behalf of him, I thank everybody in this room for their great effort. Green Coast Enterprise, which is the mother company of Corys and Herpos, is very happy today to sign these agreements through Corys and Herpos, and we believe that we will have a very successful organization. Like what Mr. Yost has mentioned, the business relationship with George Fisher and Herpos, which is part of Corys investment, has been more than 40 years. And this is one of the very few joint ventures that GF has globally, if I'm not mistaken, and one of the few joint ventures where GF allowed to put their brand name on the pipes or on the fittings or fabrication. So transferring this know-how to Egypt is a proud for all of us. We are quite sure about the success of the company. We thank you back again, Mr. Waki, for your help and support, and Mr. Chairman. And I thank all the team, both sides. I thank very well the team of George Fisher, who worked with us to the deal, and Max. I thank very much the team, our team in Herpos, Mr. Brian and Russia from legal. The whole team has done great work, as well as the team of Egypt Gas, Mr. Omar, and all the Hamas Salah, all the team. I don't want to forget somebody, but I'm proud that I work with them. They are very loyal, they are very knowledgeable, and they are very keen on success. So back again, thank you all. And today is the start of a progress company, and we'll make it happen soon to have the factory running and producing the pipes and fittings. Thank you very much.